Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. Nick Collier here again, and today's Sunday, and some say the day of rest. And for me, resting is coming out here and doing stuff just for me. And that's what we're going to do today. We've got a project. We have bees, and from time to time, most of the time the bees just make enough honey so they can get through the winter. And we don't end up with any honey at the end. But once in a while, the bees will die early in the winter. And that's what happened this year. And we ended up with about 40 pounds of honey and comb. So we're in the process of filtering out the honey and the comb. And it's always a pain in the ass to go in by hand and squish the cone so that the honey can filter down through the screens. And so this year I decided, okay, let's just make something that we can kind of press the comb and get the honey out fairly easy. So, and you know, of course my wife says, well, it's got to be stainless steel. And it's like, oh, okay, stainless steel. Yeah, I would have used, you know, old rusty, crappy steel. But so I came up with a design, and we're going to somehow work it today. And I get a chance to use my new plasma cutter. So let's come down, show you what I got, show you what we're going to do. So I wanted to approach this kind of like a three-jawed wheel puller. Something that would grip in and hang on to it, and then I could screw the top and push the plunger down into the piece. Now I came up with this piece of stainless that I had laying out in the back 40 there, and it seems to be in pretty good shape. Well, I had to polish the hell out of it because it had about a 1/4 inch of corrosion on it. And then I found a piece of stainless steel plug that fits reasonably well. Can you see that? Yeah. I mean, there's a 1/4 inch of play in there, but you know, we want some play so that the honey can work its way around the edge and drip down. So that's going to work out pretty well. So last night I sat down and I kind of came up with this little sketch here. You can kind of see that there's a hinge there, and then this comes around, and this little bottom area grabs the bottom plate and doesn't allow it to come all the way through. And then we'll have a top plate in here, and those two plates will crush down because this screw is going to screw down into the cup. So that looks pretty good, fairly simple. We've got to go find a screw and a nut, and we'll be back. All right, well, the first thing I want to do is cut some slices out of this piece of stainless. And that's not going to be easy because it's so thin, or, you know, not real thick, that I think what I'm going to do is find another plug of steel, just regular steel, and weld it onto the end of this so I got something to hang on to so I can put it in the saw. Okay, we're just going to throw a couple of 1/2 inch tacks on this, just enough to hang on to it. just to give us a little grip.
Well, those bells, I had to speed the video up 38 times in order to get this thing to fit in any kind of reasonable time. This stainless steel is so hard. I mean, I'm guessing it's 316.
Ouch! I'm afraid our insert doesn't look all that great. Nope. It definitely got chewed. All right, let's give that a try. All right, let's have a look at that. Nice flat surface. Maybe we can come in with a file and just kiss that a little bit. Nope, not that one. All right, let's get rid of some of this. flip this around. And it's hot. All right, we're gonna take it out and put it on some cast iron. Let it cool down. While we're doing that, we'll cut the other piece. Now this one's going to be a little bit easier because we not only went from the second cut, but it cut nice and clean. Look at that, one pass. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, let's see if we can file that. No, we can't. You know, these screws are getting in the way. Driving me nuts. So let's get rid of them. We can always clean the holes out when we need them. These screws are for copper protectors. All right. That's better. Okay, let's flip this around. Do the other side. Of course, we need a spacer in here. Well, you saw that, right? Snapped off the whole top of that thing, I'll bet you. Well, let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens to these ceramic inserts. You go beyond center and you're dead meat. Yep, took off the very top of that. Okay, well, we got one more corner over here. Actually, several more corners. Okay, one more time. All right, that got it. I'm not sure we got enough room to come in and catch those corners, or the edge. So we'll do that by hand. Okay, let's see what this is like. It's hot. Looks good. Okay, we're going to put the ram piece back in, and we're going to do a bull nose mill down the center of that, just so we've got something to kind of go up against. Okay, so we're going to take this bull nose and just run it in there a little ways. That should do the trick. Just enough to keep the screw centered on the platen itself. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. And since we're squeezing honey through this, I'm going to put a hole in the center here, and I actually may come around and put a series of holes around the hole outside too, in order to kind of make a sieve. Well, you saw that drill, it just dancing around. So let's go in with the center. This will straighten it out. All right. Oops. Okay, we got our hole, and we'll go from there. Oh, what the hell, since I'm here, let's put a taper on this backstop, and that way, yeah, maybe the honey will run off rather than be trapped right on top of this. Well, I was afraid the bit was going to hit the jaws, but it didn't. Got close, but that came out beautiful. All right, we're going to go back over and see you in a minute.